Well, good morning and welcome to today's episode of Random Thoughts. I'm glad that you are with me this morning. Hey, we are celebrating 250 years worth of being a quote unquote baby country. Yes, we are relatively young in the country realm, but we are celebrating our birthday in 2 days. So I want to talk about that, talk about being a country, talk about being who we are. And then also, I would like to spend some time talking about being a Christian in the United States of America and what that all entails. We're looking forward to seeing and talking to you about this soon, so we'll be right back.
Stars and stripes forever, a symbol so bright, a beacon of hope, shining through the night from sea to shining sea. A land of the brave, a nation united, a legacy to save. From the halls of Congress to the fields of war, the fight for freedom.
Well, welcome back to today's episode of Random Thoughts. Yes, 250 years young, 250 years of being a country, 250 years of struggles and strifes and joys and celebrations, challenges and solutions. You know, we've gone through a lot. I mean, there's a lot more to go through as long as God continues to give us this world and doesn't bring us into eternity. But anyway, it is a great and wonderful opportunity and learning curve, and we're continuing to learn. We've not learned it all, no matter how sometimes short-sighted human beings can become. Started out with representatives from the 13 colonies, from New Hampshire north all the way to Georgia south. And, oh, by the way, let me give you a little bit of a tidbit of trivia. Can you name all 13 original colonies? If you can, comment below. Okay, a little bit of that. These representatives had put together a committee of 5. That's what its nickname was. 3 of which whom we know of very well: Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson, the primary author. But these men had come together to write up what was going to be a Declaration of Independence from the British Empire, more specifically from what was seen as and lived out as the one-man rule of King George. And King George was the "you will do it my way or the highway" kind of thing. They said, no, we believe that we can be separated from all of this. So they set out to write this Declaration of Independence, which fundamentally says in this one phrase, we hold these truths to be self-evident. In other words, we hold these truths to be seen by all see it. We are created by our Maker with certain unalienable rights, which include, but not limited to, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In the Declaration, they write about all the challenges that they were facing as a result of the rule of King George and his monumental singular point of view, it's my way or the highway kind of thing. And they wrote it down, and was it an easy dialogue to make sure it happened? No, nothing ever is easy that is worth doing. But what they were writing was a document that said, we want to determine our own destiny. We want to determine as a country, not as a group of colonies that are subservient, not a group of colonies that have to follow the will of a king. No, we want to determine our own destiny. We want to determine our own direction. And we want to be free from the oppression of someone else in order to make that happen. And we've been struggling with that self identity. We've been struggling with that determination. We've been struggling with the fact that who are we? 250 years of struggles. It started with the context of this is who we are. This is what we are doing. We're going to fight amongst ourselves to determine, to recognize that something that we're doing is not right for people who are living in our country, aka slavery. We fought for that. We fought for the freedom. We've been fighting for freedom ever since. Freedom of people living in our shores, freedom for people living around the world. We want what we have to be known enough. And we believe that we have the opportunity and the responsibility to not only care for ourselves here at home, but to be also the beacon of light for the rest of the world to see, look, what we are doing. Are we perfect at it? Not at all. But we're striving. We continue to strive to find what our identity is, to determine our own direction, to be free enough to choose, and to set our focus on this is the way we're going. And in that freedom, and leads me to point number 2 today, in that freedom, we as Christians who live in America, we're Christians who are also Americans. Our identity is to pursue God. First and foremost, to pursue God because He has sought after us. To pursue God because He has reached down into our world and said to us, look, you guys are selfish. You guys are egotistical. You guys are arrogant. You guys are pompous. You think your way is the only way. I'm here to tell you that my way is the only way. And I'm going to set it up so that you are not having to work for it. You are freed from this tyranny that is your own human nature. You are free from the constraints. You are free from the consequences of being a human being. And I guaranteed that by my own declaration, God says. I declare to you that I have sent my Son into your world, into your time, into your space. I have sent my Son as not only an example of perfect living, which I know you're never going to do. I have also sent my Son to be the sacrifice for the sins that you have been committing and were born into. I'm forgiven all of that. And my Son's the sacrifice in order to make that happen. I am forgiving you, and I am giving you a brand new life. That's right. I'm giving you a brand new life in which to live. You are a Christian. When you believe, you are a Christian. When you believe, you are a person of God. And in your country, God says, in this country that values freedom so much that you are free to pursue your relationship with me without any interference from the government, without any interference, and without any saying this is the only religion. You are free to pursue me for life, liberty from sin, death, and the influence of Satan and the influence from your own self, and to pursue grace. That's the difference between the United States and God. We are free to pursue grace, life with God through Jesus Christ, liberty from sin, death, and the influence of Satan, and free to pursue grace and to live my life with grace. And we are an example, a beacon on a hill, a light that cannot be covered. And we shine to the entire world, to our neighborhoods, to our communities, to our families, to our friends. We shine the beacon of Christianity. Are we perfect at it? They're not perfect at it, but we are forgiven. We have been made new by the grace that God has given to us. So if you want that comment, like I asked it below, what were the original 13 colonies? And if you have any other comments about our video today, please say it below. We look forward to seeing you Sunday morning. We are going to be celebrating Sunday morning, the day after 4th of July, but that's okay. It hits on the calendar. Anyway, we are free to go forward in our celebration. Looking forward to seeing you here. Also, if you are interested in participating in our picnic, please let us know. Send me a note. All right, make a comment. I think we're good to go. We will see you guys very soon on Sunday. Have a great 4th. Bye-bye.